A Sudanese opposition party has accused President Omar al Bashir of preventing it from operating freely. The party was stopped from holding a private forum, even though the government has eased restrictions on political parties and on the press. This report is from Omar al Saleh.
In an address to his nation's parliament, Sudan's President Omar al Bashir called on his political opponents to reconcile.
We will not give up calling for national dialogue, which leads to total justice in distributing power and wealth. We will sit with anyone that's ready for serious dialogue. Our invitation is open and not excluding anyone.
A day earlier at the National Conference for Dialogue, Bashir announced his decision to let political parties act freely, release political prisoners and allow media freedoms. But not all opposition parties are thrilled. Some of the main opposition parties welcomed the call, but others are calling on the government to lift laws restricting freedom of speech, arrests, and end what they call the meddling of the state security apparatus in politics. The Communist Party, along with smaller groups, refused to talk to the government before meeting certain conditions.
We will not take part in any talks unless there is a proper democratic atmosphere. They must annul all laws restricting freedoms, release political prisoners and detainees, and end the war. There must be guarantees that what's agreed in this dialogue is done under the mechanism of a transitional government.
The government is facing mounting political and economic pressure, and it needs to show that it's willing to listen to its people's demands. There were mass demonstrations in September 2013 demanding the leadership to step aside. Security forces reportedly used excessive force and live ammunition. Several people were killed. The crackdown led members of the ruling party and the religious establishment to question the legitimacy of President Bashir. Now Sudan is at crossroads, either further turmoil or a step towards national reconciliation. Omar Saleh, Al Jazeera.